Previously on episode 1.
This is the boiler in this property as we speak. But what we're going to do, this wall here, as it's not a supporting wall, we're going to knock it down. You could probably guess it, this will be turned into a bedroom. The third bedroom to be exact. This is how you know that you need a rewire. Look how low this socket is. Welcome everyone to another video and to another update video. My name is Hagop, aka Hags, and today I'm going to show you around the full strip out of my property. You can see here to my right that the skip has arrived and it looks like it's getting full very quickly. I'm hoping we won't need to get another one, but if I'm not mistaken, one should be enough. But let's head on back. And let's start straight away from the leak that's going on just over to my right. And you can see we've actually put a new guttering around the top of the window. Reason being is because we realized all the rainwater that is dropping from up there is just falling down into these gaps here, which is of course ending up with the leaks. So that should pretty much fix it. And of course, we haven't got round to filling in the bricks yet to basically repoint them. So other than that, for the front, doesn't look the cleanest in the world, but we're getting there. So let's head on inside. Let's get the full tour underway. So come on in to the full strip out, and how much we have done is so hard to keep up with my builder, so I'm doing my absolute best. So coming on into the living room, you can look straight away up and see that we have actually already boarded the ceiling. We have completely stripped the walls out, and of course this section over here will get all tidied up where all the leaks are, and then following around you can see the full electrics are basically complete, not only for the sockets, but also the light switches and the lights as well. So coming around here is now the separation between the living room and the kitchen. Before, the door used to be here. But what we're doing is we are patching this door up and we're moving it there. So you may be asking, why are we doing that? So let me show you exactly why. So the layout coming into the kitchen is, of course, like I mentioned in the first episode, is the L shape going all around this way. So how far the kitchen will stick out is pretty much around here, and it will just follow around. Of course, the sink will go in the middle here, and it will follow around nicely up until here, and of course a couple more cupboards, and then at that point you've of course got the hob here. You've got the extractor fan just above, so it's a really good layout kitchen. So now why I moved the door from here to behind you is because when you walk in from there, you'll be able to even put a small table here. So that means you've also got the open space to walk into, but also if you walk in from here, it's almost like you're walking into the kitchen, and then of course the bathroom door's there, and the garden doors there. So there would be nowhere to really put a table, or you don't even need to put a table. It's just that open space, which is nice. So now, speaking of the bathroom, you can see we have now knocked down this wall. Of course, it's not a supporting wall. So we were simply able to knock it down, and now we're putting a new stud wall up. The bathroom door will of course go here. Now going in is the bathroom, like I mentioned, and the layout of course will be the bath just placed nicely along this wall here. We'll have the toilet there and the sink there. The pipe work is basically done for the water, so that's pretty much easy. And the question here is, what are we doing in this little space here? So we can pretend that there's a door here, a small door. We will open this door most likely outwards like that, and when you head in, you will have all your boiler, electrics, or should I say fuse box, and then the gas meter. Yes, I know there's a rule for the distance between them all, but we are, of course, living to that expectation. So where they'll go exactly, I don't really know just as of yet, so I'll tell you in the next episode, but they're all pretty much going in here, so that's all you need to know. But other than that, we've boarded all the ceilings in here, the walls have been stripped out, so of course the next episode you will see all the walls boarded, pretty much plastered, and a full vision of where everything's going. So like I've just mentioned, vision, you can now see how everything is planning out. So you have to really put this in perspective when you're looking to do one of these flip projects. So let's head on upstairs and let's see what the damage, or should I say the fix of the damage, is there. Heading on upstairs, we'll start off with the third bedroom, which was actually the bathroom at first. So you can see now the toilet, the bath, the sink, the tank that was even located here is all gone. And not only has it gone, like I've mentioned, the electrics are in. So we've got one in this corner, one in that corner. Reason why we don't have any more is because it's not the biggest room in the world, and 2 is more than enough. We've of course got the light switch and the lights all done as well. And not only that, we've already boarded this entire room. So this all needs is a plaster now, which will be done in the next few days again, just like all the other walls, but this is one step ahead. And besides that, what a big room this is. We have yet to replace this glass. We will get onto that. So let's head on into bedroom number 2. And to be honest, not the most has been done yet, but let's go and have a look anyway. And we can see once again, ceiling has been done. The walls are going to be done in the next 2 days or so once again. We've got in this room a socket over there, one socket over there, and if I'm not mistaken, there we go. We got one on this wall just over there. So of course this is a bigger room, so we'll want more sockets in here. Besides that, windows, like I've always mentioned, perfectly fine. This room will be boarded and plastered, and we are ready to move on. So again, everything is moving so quickly. To be honest, it's only been about a week and a half, 2 weeks at most, where we've not only done the strip out, we have boarded the walls and the electrics are completely done. And the next step is, of course, the plumbing. And that will happen once again in the next few days, where I'll get my plumber in who will just do everything in one go. And in this property, there was already pipe work pretty much complete. So you can see here, we have a radiator there. So what we're doing is trying to save as much of the pipe work as possible, because why ruin it if it's all working perfectly fine? So it's not much, to be honest. It's only this room and that room where the pipe work is good. So realistically, you could just replace it all, but I'd rather save as much as possible. Ceiling again, boarded. This room is absolutely massive. Of course, you've got a socket there. We've got a socket there. And then of course, one just behind you. So again, 3 sockets for bigger rooms and 2, of course, for the little room. Coming around here, I have very much decided what I am doing with this space. And you can see nothing's really happened here. Simple reason being is nothing will happen there. We are leaving it like that, as sort of a closet storage sort of space. I know I mentioned in the first episode that we might put an ensuite, we might separate everything to put the bathroom here, but in reality, the ensuite wasn't going to add as much value. So there wasn't really any need to go to that extent, looking at other comparables in the area of what other properties are selling for with an ensuite and without an ensuite, with a bathroom downstairs, etc. It just didn't really make much sense. So we are just leaving that space open for anyone to do whatever they like. And in terms of the color scheme, I know some of you have mentioned different colors to put in the last video. So most likely it will be grey carpets throughout on the upstairs, white walls of course, and downstairs will have a grey laminate flooring. So besides that, we will hopefully be going and doing a little shopping trip where we go and buy the kitchen. We can look at some flooring, the bathroom. I can show you all how to get the best deals for certain materials. Knowing that materials are so expensive as it is, I can do my best to show you how I get my material for the best prices. So there's an update video for you all. Next update video will hopefully be a lot more that has gone into it and pretty much complete realistically, so stay tuned for that. But in the garden, there's yet to be really anything done, so you don't need to see that. But I will be working on that sooner rather than later because things are growing quickly, so I don't want to leave that much longer. But I've been Hagop, aka Hags. Don't forget the name, and I'll catch you in the next video.